Hello there everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Soulver Weekly Forecast. I'm Courtney Kassman.
And I'm Alison Maiden.
And today we're going to be doing an awesome update on April, the energy that's coming up at the moment.
Yeah.
So much
in the way of like huge energies popping through and people are having insomnia. Insomnia is a common thing. Sleep.
Or the lack of sleep, yes.
More to the point.
Yes.
Waking up at 3 a.m. in the morning and not being able to get back to sleep or just feeling like so exhausted. And I also feel that, I know you keep up with the solar flares.
Yes, I do.
You usually keep me updated with the solar flares, actually. I know the Schumann resonance has been really active.
Crazy, yes.
Lots of blockouts of pure white, which is very high vibrational.
Yep.
And then we've had the solar flares on top of that. And then we've also had some really interesting planetary alignments, which have been like the first time in 165 years. You know, there's lots of those sorts of things going on. So I think what we're going to do here is look over April energetically and how that is impacting on all of us and including the planet, because, Courtney, so many of those earthquakes that were predicted have happened.
Yep. And we'll be doing a further update on that one.
Yeah, I think we have
soon.
to. Yep. I think we have to now. Yeah.
As well as intense dreams with, I know people having insomnia, but really, really deep sleep and just crazy dreams.
Yeah,
just
when
that
you
don't
are
make
dreaming.
sense.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah. So there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And I think too, you know, what we're doing is we're reprogramming a lot of old programming.
Yes.
The old programming is being like deleted, if you like, out of your subconscious mind. And so, you'll be digging up a lot of old stuff, including past lives. And so you might find that as you are dreaming, you're going back into time frames where you don't recognise the places, or you do maybe recognise the places, but it's like old worldy times. And I myself I've just recently had a dream like that, cobblestone streets, old doors, and it was really quite interesting. So on the bottom of the deck here, we have, the Four of Swords, which is take a break, take a rest. So let's hope that April is going to see us being able to take a little bit of a break from these intense energies, because March certainly switched it on for us.
Absolutely.
So April, I think we're going to start to wind down, is going to sort of be maybe around the mid-April time frame that we're going to start to see a little bit more calmness, hopefully a bit more sleep. All round. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so the first card down is the Queen of Swords. Now, we have actually had quite a few women in politics coming forward, very much talking about those women that were elected into power in Europe. And there is so much going on over in Europe right now and in the UK with protests and, unrest is everywhere. But we're going to actually see this lady coming out of the UK. So this one will be prominent. She will be a person who is noticed. She's already in the public eye. This one's coming up as in, I think, Jim, I'm getting the feeling that the royal family is pushing this person forward.
Wow.
We could be looking at Princess Catherine. We could be looking at Princess Anne, but predominantly people who are in the limelight already. And these people are going to be chosen to sort of being pushed out to show some form of solidarity or peace and trying to bridge the gap between, because I know the royals have been under attack lately for siding with people they shouldn't. We'll just leave it at that.
Yep.
That's the general consensus of the media, not necessarily of us, but of the media. So when we're looking at this person and we're looking at the events that are happening, it is splitting people into two. And so how we're seeing this is there's one faction that thoroughly believes in what they're doing and the other faction doesn't. And so we have this divide going on. So I think that what they're trying to do is trot out the young royals. I think that's what they're going to do. They're trotting out the young royals, and they're going around this in a way that they think people are going to take notice of them. Okay. But guess what? It's more division. So here's the thing, guys. Last month was pushing people to follow their heart and follow their minds on what they truly believe in. The energy that's been coming through is you will be confronted. You'll be confronted with things that you've been pushing away for years that you don't want to look at. And it can be childhood trauma, it can be relationship trauma, it can be all sorts of different aspects of self that you've just been going, no, I don't want to look at this. The fear factor is huge, and it's been taking over a lot of people's lives. Now, of course, that is making the division even worse because one faction is fearing the other. And this is where in the old days, in the old way of doing things, they used to trot out the royal family or other people who are meant to be in power saying, calm down, everybody, don't, take this all to heart. Let's all work together. It's not going to work. It's going to be even more divisive if they try and do this. So the old ways are leaving. The new way has to come in. And that is that people are starting to see things for what they truly are. Now, the good guys have got absolutely nothing to worry about. Okay, it doesn't matter what religion, race, colour, creed you are. If you're doing well and you're doing good by others, you have nothing to worry about. It's the ones that are not that have something to worry about.
Yep.
Okay?
Absolutely.
So what we do have in the past here is money used to fix everything.
Oh, of course.
We just buy somebody's silence, or we buy somebody to make up stories and put them all over the media.
Yep.
And that is in the past. So no longer can this be hidden from people. This is actually a really interesting time, isn't it? Even though April was supposed to be peaceful, it's showing up things that perhaps we hadn't seen before because of all the kerfuffle, because of all the mess and all of the dramas going on. People don't actually look at the meaning behind things. And it's been a trait of governments for a really long time to create a big drama. It's a distraction.
Yes.
Have a look over here at the distraction while we quietly put through these laws that you don't want, right? Oh, did I just say that out loud? Whoops. Okay. You see, again, the future card is saying they're trying to return to the past. Aren't they silly? Really? Because people are waking up now and they're not going to be following those old patterns anymore. So you'll see this shoved down your throat a lot this month, guys. You'll see it all over the socials. If you turn the normal television on, which I never do, if you turn onto normal channels, you will see the old patterns, the old ways of doing things, and it will be really shoved down your throats. So what we're looking at here is a revisitation to the past. We're doing it on a global scale. We're also doing it on an individual personal scale. And so anything from your past that has not been dealt with, guess what? It's going to be right in your face, including maybe people or, judgments or other things that have been made upon you that were not right. It'll be revisited so that you can either make it right or let it go completely.
Yes.
Yay! And of course, because we're doing this and we're all doing our work, aren't we? Okay. We're all doing our work. We are winning, and the Three of Cups is here. Now, I just want to say to you guys out there, if you're like, well, how can I deal with this? What can I do? How can I help myself? There's a plethora of things that you can do. There's so many wonderful modalities out there, and different modalities for different people. We use Reiki. We use healing, past life healings with the laws of karma. We offer these things, of course, on our website, but there are also so many wonderful practitioners out there that are offering other things. Breathwork.
Yes, breathwork.
Breathwork now is really amazing, and so many people are having breakthroughs with that. But you see, that was an old method that's come back around again as well. So we are revisiting the past. The other thing you're going to see is a lot more talk on the pyramids. The pyramids were a big deal.
Has been a lot of talk actually
in this last year.
Wow.
And remember how I was saying, goosebumps. Remember how I was saying a few readings ago that all of the disclosure was going to start to happen.
Yes.
We were going to start to see that the ETs have been among us for centuries, if not right from the beginning. And if they do find what they think they're going to find under the Great Pyramid, it's going to be absolute proof of that. And I know there's been a lot of socials against that, but that's just
so much
propaganda.
You got to look at it and go, if there's a lot of truth coming out, there has to be a lot of fake. So people,
it's that whole.
Got to think for themselves.
It's that old, look up Project Mockingbird, right? Which was done by the CIA many, many, many moons ago to create so much confusion in the general public they don't know what's true and what's not.
And then they give up, and it's like, we'll just listen to you guys.
Yes. But we've had independent scientists go down there and actually say, look, our equipment is showing that there's something amazing under here. Okay, so Three of Cups, celebration in our home environment means when we see the truth and we feel the truth and it is the truth, we're going to celebrate. We're going to go, finally, we're getting somewhere. All of this stuff where we feel like we've been kept in the dark, that's all lifting now. Things are going to be worth celebrating, guys. Victories all round, actually.
We deserve it. Yay.
We so deserve it. Hey, look.
More women.
More women. You will start to see people, and I keep coming back to, I really like the lady in Italy.
Yes, you do. You have mentioned her.
I feel so strong about her. I feel she's got a key role in this new age that we're moving into. She is a blonde bombshell, that lady. She's going to be stepping up and telling the truth, and nothing's going to stop her. There's going to be several others around her. You see, in every country, there will be a prominent female that's coming forward to speak about truth. And hooray, right? Because we really need the divine feminine now to step up over the old masculine. No longer are they in power. Off you go with your cigars. You have these lovely women that are coming forward and being powerful and intelligent and wonderful in their own right. And all strength to them, right?
Absolutely.
And, of course, we have our usual king who sits here and goes, well, I am sitting there. He's like the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. He's pulling all the strings. You will find that a lot of the changes that are coming to pass in this next month will start in the US, will be almost manipulated in the US, and the fallout from that will be in Europe, it'll be in the UK, it'll be all over the globe, and things are really going to start to heat up there. Look also at J.D. Vance, the president's right-hand man. He is going to be more to the forefront than ever before. Something big happening with him in the next 2 months in a very positive way. And I can also see him doing a lot of overseas connection work as well. So he'll be going out and having chats to other world leaders. Very intelligent, great man. I also get a vibe from him like he's really in it for the right reasons.
Yes.
You know, he's not in it just to line his pockets. So like him, and I also want to just say here that this month politically is going to be an absolute bombshell.
Wow.
We're going to see a lot of people fall off their lofty heights because they haven't been truthful or forthright with the people. No more rubbish. People aren't putting up with it. Here we have the Lover's card. Harmony is returning. Gossip and innuendo will be everywhere. Use your judgment wisely, okay? Use your judgment wisely. Always make sure you look at both sides of the story, guys. You have to look at both sides because you can be guaranteed that Project Mockingbird is still out there. It's still happening. There's still a lot of confusion and lies being spread. But this month, what a doozy. Let's hope we get a little bit of sleep though.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much, Alison. That was a fabulous reading and lots for you guys to research there and look into, definitely. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Let us know you guys love the videos. Share your comments down below and subscribe. Thank you.